Hey everyone, today is May 21st, 2023, and I want to talk about May 22nd and why I see that as a high watch date tomorrow. So, in this scene from iPad Go, as I mentioned many times before, referred to before, Obama, he's got this letter V falling down his forehead like a tsunami type of thing, and he's looking at the split apple. So the letter V is the fifth Roman numeral, and it's also the 22nd letter of the alphabet. So this could be a code for May 22nd. So Obama is looking down at the split apple into two H shapes, and I noticed that Apple stock, it actually hit a high of 176 Friday. Well, 88 plus 88 is 176. When we look back at the big stock market crash on 2/20/2020, that was the very beginning of like a 10,000 point drop in the Dow. Well, that was also 232 months, 22 days after Apple stock dropped 50% in one day back in the year 2000. As most of you know, I pay attention to that 322 code, the 1, 3, and multiple twos. And so Friday, when we take the time difference from Apple stock dropping 50% in a day, we have a time difference of 22 years, 232 days. Now look at this. Back in 2018 on February 5th, that was the first time the Dow ever closed more than 1,000 points, closed down 1,175 points. And that was exactly 322 weeks prior to the next great total solar eclipse, and it spans across the United States. So April 8th, 2024, coming up next year. And what is tomorrow, May 22nd? It's also 322 days prior to this eclipse. Now, May 22nd also leaves 223 days remaining in the year. The word natural disaster equals 223 in reverse ordinal gematria. That's just the alphabetical order in reverse. Z equals 1 instead of A equaling 1. Back in 1960, we had the largest earthquake ever recorded, a 9.5 earthquake, which caused a tsunami near Chile. It actually hit Hawaii as well. But one of the worst tornadoes ever to hit the United States, especially since most of us been alive, was back in May 22nd on 2011. The tornado hit Joplin, Missouri, killing 158 people. So the word earthquake equals 44 in reduction, and May 22nd does equal 4/4 on the Chinese calendar. However, the word shooting also equals 44 in reduction. Now, this connection caught my attention to focus a little more in California, the possibility of an earthquake on May 22nd, because May 22nd will be exactly 9,011 weeks after California was founded. One thing I said to look for before is the number 37 or 12-3-123, because these letters next to the apple represent both of those numbers. This way, it represents 12-3, 12th letter and the third letter. But Obama's looking down from this perspective, and he sees the backwards C and the 7. C is the third letter, so this way it is 37. And of course, this year, which I mentioned in one of my previous videos, we had the big Turkey earthquake, one of the deadliest earthquakes in several years. And that was on the 37th day of the year. And it just happened to be the epicenter coordinates were at 37 and 37, longitude and latitude. And even the last trading day on the stock market before the Turkey earthquake, Apple hit a high of 157, which was the 37th prime. Apple Company is even located on the 37th parallel in Cupertino, California. Joplin, Missouri, where we had the deadliest tornado in several years in 2011 on May 22nd. That also lies on the 37th parallel. Now, if you look at a map, you can see the 37th parallel going right through parts of Europe, Middle East, Asia, and the United States. And it does go right through California. It goes right through San Francisco as it lies on the 37th parallel. Even the Golden Gate Bridge opened in 1937. So guys, that's all I got for this video. As I said, May 22nd leaves 223 days remaining, 322 days before the 2024 total solar eclipse, which makes this a huge watch date just because of those 322 connections there. It even has a very interesting connection to the 2017 total solar eclipse back on August 21st. It's exactly 300 weeks after that eclipse. All right, guys, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe it's a different event, but it's a big watch date, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.